Okay, I got a few more things. The whole corner back here is full. Alright, it's kind of heavy. I'll show what's in here that long and heavy. We don't have axles on Harleys that are this long. I know I didn't buy a fork tube, so I don't know what it is. Shift linkage, Sportster. Very rusty. Yeah. Nice. It's got the correct nut on the end of it. So it's got the crescent cut on it, which matches the shape of the lever. So when you put the thing in the right spot back here, like right there, it's got pressure on it, so it won't unscrew. There, when you put it in the right spot. And when you're in the wrong spot, it'll be up in here. It can move on you. This is your brake adjuster. So all you do to adjust is push it forward, hold it, and rotate your nut back and forth where you want it. Let it come back, locks in there, and boom, you're adjusted. No tools required. Pretty good. This rod's pretty rusty, but it looks good. The clevis is not worn out on it. The threads look really nice in here. The nut moves nice, not rusted. This is nice and free in here, which is good. They get all rusty in there. So it looks like crap, but actually it's in pretty good condition. Just blast it, paint it silver, and you'll be good to go. Well, that looks nice. So this will fit K models, 1952 to 66. Then in 67 they went to a longer rod, and that went all the way up to 74. So this one's probably a long rod because it looks pretty long. So this would be your 67 to 74 Sportster rod, not the 52 to 66 K model Sportster rod. Alright, there you go. These other parts of this thing. What else is in here? More Sportster crap. So the lifter blocks look pretty new. Sportster brake lever. Appears to be only lightly bent. So you come off straight. How much is it laying over? So you went straight here and laid over that way a little bit. It's bent, so it's bent a little bit. Those aren't too hard to straighten out. You can put in a vise right here and just hit it right here with a hammer and it'll nail it over. If you got a spot where it's bent real heavy, you can put in a vise and just bend the spot that's where it needs to be bent. These are cast steel, so they're pretty strong. They don't break too easily. So don't see much in the way of road rash on this thing. It just bent. So that means they weren't sliding. They're probably kicking on the damn thing and it fell off the kickstand and boom into the ground. So that's probably off the same bike as that brake lever rod. And here's the cross shaft for the brake. Something fell. What was it? Oh, the clevis. That's a good part to not lose. So this is the cross shaft for your brake. Here's the clevis pin, goes right through there, which goes through your lever. There's a spring on the floor now. So that goes through this right here. So obviously I stripped the whole bike down here. Why is that not fitting? There it goes. Like when I do everything off camera, you can't see it. It's pretty good, huh? Come on. Looks like I've never done this before. Boom, connected. Missing a cotter key, but. Alright, so there's your brake linkage. Goes like that. So this is your brake adjustment right here. Controls how much you adjust this thing. So that goes on your frame. Running out of stuff there. So you want to adjust your brake lever up and down because the brake lever goes on this side over here. This goes in here like that. So this goes on the frame. So it actually goes like this on the bike. Gotta get the right angle to it. Probably about there is where it's supposed to be. So this here adjusts the lever up and down. Up and down like that. This sits on the frame back here. The frame comes back like that. The motor's right here. And then you adjust the brake back here with this nut way over here. This nut here, adjust your brake. So this is the whole package for doing your bike. And there's a spring that goes on here that fell on the ground. There's a return spring. And that went down somewhere. There's nothing else in the box. Doesn't appear to be anything else in here. Okay. So this is your return spring right here. This goes down here. So there's your spring. Goes on the bike. Lever goes on here like this. This goes all the way down to where the groove goes into that. So this comes around and hooks on to here. I got it backwards. So you got the little hook on the spring right here. That hooks on this pin right here. And then this bends up and hits against the back of the primary cover, the case. And that's what it springs against. And that makes the pedal come up. It puts tension on this coil spring. So you have tension on this right here. So as you push down on this, the lever's being pulled up by the spring right here. Not the brake shoes in the back wheel. The springs in the back on those brake shoes are made to return the shoe, not the pedal. The pedal is supposed to be turned by this spring here. And this is electric start because it's got this hook to it. Now if it went straight up and, oh, let me see which way is that. Let me see, I'm thinking. They got two variants. They got one to go straight up and they got one to go sideways. The one to go straight up is for the XLH, which has your aluminum primary and stuff. The one that has the bend on it is for your tin primary, so for your CH bikes, which is this cover right over here. This cover. And that hits on the back of that, like that. Because it has to get past that, has to hit on the case. If it hits on just this, it wouldn't work. The one that goes up straight can hit on the back of the aluminum cover and it would work. So, this one's for your CH bike. But anyway, there you go. Whole setup. Whole brake setup for a Sportster. Ooh boy. Aren't we lucky.